Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you clicking on that video as always. And we are here with another week of my weekly wears, what I wore last week every single day. Without wasting time, let's jump right into the list. Let's start with Sunday. So I just recently asked you guys in another video if you guys would be interested in seeing a comparison video with this fragrance and its OG predecessor. Scent I am talking about is Abercrombie & Fitch's First Instinct Extreme. Now, this isn't going to be that comparison video. That's going to be a separate video of me comparing this to the original First Instinct, which I love. Love that fragrance. I'm not going to tell you which one I like more. I'm going to save that for the video. But I will say this scent DNA is very enjoyable. I like it a lot. It's really playful. It's super easy, dumb reach, great summertime scent, really signature scent worthy if you're talking about a scent that, if you're on a budget and you want something a little unique. I don't think this really smells like a whole ton on the market, at least not stuff that I own in my collection. I really enjoy this one. So you pick up on that OG DNA immediately. I'm not going to, again, compare the two, but with this, I just get a musky, aromatic, spicy, peppery scent right off the top. Smells fresh. I do get some of the star fruit that's in this, and it's just really easygoing summer scent. This is youthful. I don't, as I've said in other videos, I'm not crazy about attaching age to fragrance, but if you're in high school, college, and you're on a really tight budget, I would absolutely consider this as a replacement to things like Dior Sauvage. It just smells a bit different than those Dior Sauvages. You smell it all the time. So although this has that pepperiness, it's a bit more of a blue scent to me, more leaning blue than like warm spicy. But it also has sort of this tropical feel to it. This thing actually develops quite well on my skin. It lasts a long time. I probably got about 8 hours longevity from it. Dries down to a really strong, peppery musk. So yeah, just super enjoyable scent. Great for vacation. Great for hot days, the beach, things like that is what I imagine this is best suited for. Wore it on Sunday, Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Extreme. So on Monday, I went with one of my favorite scents in my collection. Absolutely love this one. Scent I am talking about is Alexandria Fragrance's Royal Equestrian. Now, this is inspired by Leighton from Parfums de Marly. I have a decant of Leighton, and I will say that this is probably 95%, if not even closer to Leighton. Just an incredible opening. It's brisk, fresh. I get apple. I get what comes across as almost like a pine needle to me. It has geranium, so it has this sort of cooling, minty effect to it. Some people say Vicks Vapor Rub. I don't necessarily get Vicks Vapor Rub, but I get sort of what they're talking about. It's not as medicinal as Vicks Vapor Rub to my nose. And I get the same thing from Leighton as well. Leighton is a fantastic scent. I truly enjoy this DNA. I think it's super versatile. The vanilla in this, it's really vanilla dominant. In the dry down, I get a lot of vanilla, but what's more impressive about this scent is its performance. I get fantastic projection for the first 2 hours. It lasts 8-10 hours on my skin. Great for all seasons. Works well in the winter as much as it works well in the summer. I wouldn't wear it on a super hot day if you're gonna be in the sun. You could still wear it, just go easy on the sprays, but it could be a bit cloying for some. As far as a nighttime transitional scent, you could wear this during the day, wear it out at night, to dinner, for drinks. It doesn't get more versatile than this. I love this scent. Again, Alexandria Fragrances is essentially a clone house. They have inspired buys. They're really great prices for what you get. The quality's there, the longevity and performance are there. So I want to explore this house more. I want to see what else they have. As you guys know, I don't go seeking dupes or clones of popular fragrances. But in this case, and I've talked about this in previous videos, I bought a decant of each. I bought a decant of Leighton, and I bought a decant of Alexandria. And I just found that I found myself enjoying the Alexandria more. As close as they were, I think the performance was a bit better. I will say the apple in Leighton, to me, was a little more pronounced in the opening, a bit more realistic, I guess you could say. But that doesn't mean that this is synthetic, not in the least. Really love this scent. Wore it on Monday, Alexandria Fragrance's Royal Equestrian. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, I actually posted on my community tab that this was available at Burlington for $24.99. It's the cheapest I've seen it. It may have been a mistake because when I was checking out, when they scanned it and I checked the receipt, it did note it as Kenneth Cold's Black Bold. So, but there were a ton of bottles on the shelves, $24.99 of a 50 ml of this scent, and that scent is Versace's Mano Fresh. Now, believe it or not, I don't own this fragrance. I hadn't owned it until then, but I had tried it and worn it before, and I really enjoy it. It does remind me of other fragrances I own, like Star Walker and from Mont Blanc, and a bit of St. Kitts from Tommy Bahama. But I would say this one is a bit more green than those two. I really pick up on that starfruit in the opening, along with other citruses. There's bergamot and lemon. I also pick up a bit of the cardamom. It's a little bit fresh, spicy, and it's green to me. It's more green than those scents. That's probably coming from the tarragon that is in this. There's sage and cedar. This scent is beautiful, and to me, it's a bit smoother, less synthetic in the opening than, say, a Star Walker from Mont Blanc. I love them both. I get more cedar in the Star Walker. I get more of that woodiness in the Star Walker. And in this, I get more of the green, sort of vibrant citrus and spices. So both fantastic scents. As far as longevity goes, I get about 5 or 6 hours from this. So not a massive performer, but for a freshie and what I would consider really a spring summer staple in most collections, you can't go wrong with Versace Mano Fresh. It's a really great scent. Wore it on Tuesday. Versace Mano Fresh. So on Wednesday, I actually don't have a bottle of this, but the scent I wore is Green Irish Tweed from Creed. And that scent I did have a decant of. I burned through it. That was the last wearing I had on Wednesday. And I have featured that fragrance in a previous video where I talk about 5 decants that I have in my collection that I deem essentially full bottle worthy. And I still feel that way about Creed's Green Irish Tweed. I think it's a fantastic scent. You can get close to that scent with other fragrances at a much cheaper price, but where I think the Creed is just completely separates itself from, say, sort of the Cool Waters and the other one right now that's escaped me. I'll put a picture up here so you guys can see it, but it's a real popular, cheap dupe of it, is quality. The quality of the Green Irish Tweed Creed is incredible. It literally smells like you are in the Irish countryside. Not that I've been to Ireland and have smelled that, but you can actually imagine yourself there and what it would smell like. Just the grassy sort of, that lemon verbena up top is just beautiful. It punches you in the face, but in the best way possible. There's iris in this, violet leaf, ambergris, sandalwood. It's a bit creamy. It is just super vibrant. Spring in a bottle. Just lifts your mood. Classy, gentlemanly, signature scent worthy for sure. It is worth the price in my opinion. Now, when I say the price, I don't mean full retail. These scents are available. If you go to venbafragrance.com, you can use my code GG10 to save yourself 10%. And I will be doing a video as well, probably just going through Venba's site and picking up a couple niche fragrances through them. But really enjoy this scent, incredible, and definitely plan on purchasing a bottle at some point soon. So, and really quickly to speak of longevity, I get decent longevity, about 7-8 hours or so. One of those scents that you never get sick of, in my opinion. So Wednesday, Creed's Green Irish Tweed. So on Thursday, my daughter graduated from her first year of preschool. I wanted to class it up a bit. So I actually went with another Creed that I do own a bottle of, and that is Creed's Himalaya. Now, Creed's Himalaya I've talked about before, and you guys know I love this scent. Oh man, it just, again, the quality is there. I know Creed doesn't always get the best rap for their prices, but you know, their DNA is so signature in my opinion, and everyone sort of has that Creed DNA, and this one has a bit of Green Irish Tweed to me, maybe mixed with its own sort of thing, but its own take on that one. They wouldn't be redundant to own both in my opinion, but This is a citrus, woody, aromatic. It comes across as soapy clean in some instances. I wish the longevity was better on this. I get about 6 hours from it, but I spray heavy. I'm not afraid to use it. Once I own it, I use it. But it's fresh, spicy, and just really classy signature scent. Again, worthy, gentlemanly, I wouldn't say that it's mature in any way, but can definitely be pulled off in a lot of situations, a lot of instances. You can wear this to a wedding, dinner party, dinner with a date night. It's super versatile, and just absolutely love this one, Creed's Himalaya. So on Friday, I actually went to dinner with some friends, and I brought my wife 3 test strips of 3 different fragrances that I couldn't decide between to wear that night. And one was this one, another was Prada Luna Rossa Black, and then YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique. My wife chose this one, by no surprise to me, because this is one of her favorite in my collection, if not her favorite in my collection. Scent I'm talking about is John VARVATOS, the original John VARVATOS. I'm just a huge fan of the John VARVATOS line. When I spray this in the air, the first sort of whiff I get is almost like a flat Coke. I know that sounds strange, but like when you take the bubbles out of a Coke, so it's not fizzy at all, but you have that sweetness. That sweetness is probably coming from the tamarind in this, along with the dates, but it also has sort of this powdery, leathery feel to it. There's vanilla, caramel. There's something a bit green to it, a bit woody. Just, this is beautifully blended, really unique smelling. I don't own anything like it. There's balsam fir. It's just a fantastic scent. Longevity, I get about 6 or 7 hours from it. I do bring a decant with me, partly because the dry down is good, but the opening of this is gorgeous. Love the opening of this fragrance, and I could keep spraying it just to smell that opening. It is incredible. And, you know, like I said, it doesn't last forever, and the dry down is good. Not the best performer like most John VARVATOS, but I spray heavy. I'm not shy on the atomizer. I spray heavy, and I just love it. I got a compliment that night. Probably my wife's favorite in my collection. Wore it on Friday. John VARVATOS, the original John VARVATOS. So finally on Saturday, I went with a scent that I actually just recently picked up for $8. Found this at a Marshall's for $8. I had smelled it before, just never pulled the trigger on it, and I enjoyed it, but I couldn't deny that that was a steal, in my opinion, for this scent. And you can normally find these pretty cheap. More so lately, they've been in the rack stores for like $14.99 or so. I'm going to link it down below for the cheapest I can find it on online discounters. But scent I am talking about is CREMO's Bourbon and Oak. Warm, spicy, woody, boozy. That warmth from the vanilla, the spiciness from, I don't know, blend of spices in this, but the woodiness from the oak and that booziness from the bourbon. This smells like bourbon to me when it's on my skin. And what I really like about this scent, this is super masculine, but it's not overwhelming. It's not overdoing it. The projection's really good for the first hour. I get pretty good longevity from this, about 7-8 hours. Really sits on my skin for a long time, and it dries down into sort of a woody vanilla. So that bourbon I pick up mainly in the mid, and more spicy notes up top. Incredible scent for the money, in my opinion. This does get compared to Bentley for Men Intense. My memory of Bentley for Men Intense, this is making me want to revisit that scent, because this to me is more of a wearable version of that scent based on scent memory, because some of it did come back to me. I had a decant of that. I ended up giving it away. I wasn't crazy about that scent, but I did try it pretty early on in sort of my exploration into different fragrances, particularly more masculine, potent fragrances, getting away from some of the blue people pleasers and getting more into that stuff. So it may have been just too overwhelming for me at the time. And I know that's a divisive scent to begin with. So this is a lighter version of that almost to me. This is just incredible. This super addictive scent. to me. And I imagine wearing this. This is not just a winter scent. This can be worn on warmer nights, spring, summer nights. Definitely. The booziness, the woodiness, the vanilla, it all works together. Incredible. For the money, $8 if you can find it on discount, but in most cases, sub $20 scent. Really enjoyable. Really recommend this one highly. If you just want something spicy, boozy, woody, of decent quality. I really like the quality of this. Doesn't smell cheap or overly synthetic. CREMO, they do great things. Spice and Black Vanilla is one of my other favorites from the house. I own that one. Now I own this one, and so far, super impressed. CREMO, bourbon and oak. So that's all I have today, guys. I just want to quickly thank all of you who entered into the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I appreciate all the comments and the feedback. And the winner, congratulations to Geraldo. Thank you, Geraldo. That is in the mail. It is on its way to you. A 75 ml of tobacco and tonka bean from Banana Republic's Icon line. Absolutely love that scent, and I hope you enjoy it as well. If you guys like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video.